In today's video, I'm going to show you how I went from just a plain black resin spider punk model to a beautiful masterpiece, from sanding to filling to hand painting and airbrushing. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this, so make sure you stay till the end. With any good 3D print, you need a good primer, so I went ahead and started with Vallejo primer, thin coats on the hair and then thin coats on the body. From there we go to black, just a plain black, nothing fancy about it, just painting the hair. And then from there, I'm no barber, but that hairline has to be crisp. We go ahead and move over to the skin tone. Brown oxide from Walmart tends to clog the airbrush, so if you're going to use that, make sure you use a Vallejo thinner or any other kind of thinner that you can get, but I would recommend Vallejo even though I don't use it. We mix like Picasso, and look at that milk chocolatey skin tone. Now we're gonna go in with black on the jacket, the pants, and some of the wrists. This is where I run into a bunch of issues. I put in the red in my airbrush and then I decide to put in my thinner. This probably wasn't the best idea and I'm gonna get comments, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I ended up clogging my airbrush. It's fine, I learned my lesson, and it looks like I didn't. So we're just gonna make the same mistake again and spend another hour unclogging my airbrush. However, this is looking pretty crispy if you ask me. I'm really excited about how this turned out, but it's time to move on to the white. We're gonna outline it to make it look more comic booky. We just need to make them pop a little bit more. So we're gonna hope I don't mess this up and get to outlining. Rub and Buff must be one of my favorite materials to use because I can't stop using it for this project. I didn't like how I originally painted the buttons white, so we're just going to go over it with some Rub and Buff to give it a more metallic look, as well as going over the piercings on the face as well. The guitar and the bass were probably the most difficult parts about this project. I couldn't decide what colors I wanted to do, so I went in with red, then blue, decided I didn't like it and wanted to give it a more frosted look, so I went in with white and some Rub and Buff as well. And honestly, from there, I think it looks amazing. I am so astonished at how this turned out, although I probably should have glued the guitar to the model before painting to fill in those holes, but we're not going to worry about that. It's not perfection. However, I'm super stoked and I definitely have to find a place on my wall for this. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I just want to thank you so much for watching all the way through. It definitely helps boost this to the algorithm gods. And if you liked any of the tips or tricks that I did in this as well, throw me a like or subscribe. It helps me to continue to create for you guys, and I love doing it. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.